What's up? How's it going? How's it going, everyone? Yes, it is me. Looking 10 years younger without this facial hair, right? Yeah. Um, you have shaved all of your hair. Yes, the facial hair. I'm doing well, thanks. Doing well. How's it going? Yeah. I don't know if I like this look yet. Takes some getting used to. The last time I was completely without facial hair was, I think, when I was 17, 16, 17 years old. It's been a while. Okay, so guys, you know how this works. It's a live stream. We're talking about we're talking about magic, of course, witchcraft. I want to talk specifically about two things, mainly about a new meditation program that's been taught by a former student of mine, or he's still a student. He's still a student, but he used to be in a meditation class that I used to teach for years and years, and he learned a lot. He learned very fast. He's now um, teaching meditation himself, specifically for magicians. Okay. There's a new program that's called the Cosmic Mind. It's been, hold on. I think it's been happening today, or it is happening as we speak at 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And I want to talk about the yoga program, Yoga for Sorcery. Both of these programs are very, very important. And you should definitely try to get on there if you can in any way, shape, or form. All right. But outside of that, you can really ask any questions that you have. Yeah, just post your question, and I'll do my best to answer that. All right. So go ahead, ask the question. Uh, and I promise you, it's literally it's still me. It's still Frank. Okay, I know I look totally different, but I still have the same amount of knowledge and expertise and power when it comes to witchcraft and magic. Okay, so don't worry. I will answer the questions with the same amount of knowledge and understanding. Okay, so any questions? And until questions are on, and until 20 people show up or so. Um, so like I said, Carl is a former student of mine. Carl has been studying with me, learning my style of witchcraft and meditation and all that stuff for years now. 4 years, 5 years, and he's progressed very, very fast and very well. And I have all trust that he's going to teach meditation in a way that is top notch, very, very well, very good. And due to time constraints, I can't teach meditation anymore. Okay, I was teaching the Unbound Mind, very great program, but I can't do that anymore, and that's why um, I'm happy that I found someone who I can trust that can teach that stuff at a very high level. See, so if you are in any way, shape, or form interested in increasing your magical power, you need to work on your ability to change your states of consciousness. Okay. What is a state of consciousness, anyways? What does that mean? A state of consciousness means that you resonate with something. Let me put it like this. All right. So think about this. Think about the following. You have two tuning forks. I'm sure you've seen a tuning fork before. One of them is still, one of them vibrates. You know what's going to happen? The other tuning fork is going to start vibrating at the same frequency, at the same rate very soon, even though they're in different positions, you know. So there is a connection in some way or another, and they match each other. If you want to experience a new reality, if you want to experience a different physical life, if you want to experience changes in any way, shape, or form, if you want to create the changes, what it is that you need to do is you need to change from where you are, meaning your frequency, your vibration. You need to change it to match whatever it is that you want to vibrate with or resonate with. You see, and when you can do that, you will be able to attract and experience the things that are connected to that new vibration. All right, so you want to materialize something monetarily. Okay, so money. So you want to manifest some money. How do you do that? You're here. You're vibrating at this level. The money, or the reality, or yeah, you having the money is a different frequency. So how do you get that? You first change your own frequency. You change your own vibration, and as a result of that, your thoughts, emotions, and then as a result of the thoughts and emotions, your actions are going to change to bring about this outcome. Sometimes actions are not even necessary. Sometimes just changing the frequency is going to make this happen. It's all about you changing your energy and your vibration and your frequency. And at that point, you will have control over your life. Now, why am I saying all of this? Because most people cannot change their own frequency on their own volition. They're not going to be able to do that. Why? Because they have no control over their states of consciousness. They can't take their own energy into the frequency that they want. All right. So that's why you need to learn meditation, because meditation allows you to go back to baseline. Essentially, meditation. Look, right now, your mind, your energy, your emotions are vibrating at a certain level, right? Meditation allows you to go back to baseline, where you can then choose what you want to resonate with. Okay, so you go within, and then you readjust your inner world, and then you start resonating with that new reality. And at that point, you're you're gonna start resonating with that new thing. You're gonna attract that, man. I'm telling you guys, this is a trip, because I can see myself. It's almost like a different person sitting here, for real. It's almost like a different person is talking. This is crazy. But I guarantee you, this is me. Okay, I have not abducted Frank. I've not replaced him with a clone. I've not replaced him with a uh, another guy. Oh, let me put it like this. I'm okay. The secret's out. I am. My name is not Frank. My name is Tank. My name is Tank, and I am Frank's evil clone. I mean, his evil twin. All right. Frank is the good guy. Had the beard. Okay. The good guy had the beard. I'm his evil twin. I'm the bad guy. Okay. I'm the bad guy, and I replaced Frank with myself. And now I'm going to teach you the real stuff. I abducted the old Frank, and I'm trying to get some money out of him. I'm trying to extort some money. Yeah, Frank is somewhere in the forest, in a hut, and me, Tank, is now taking his space. Obviously, that's bullshit. No, I'm the same guy, even though I look different. I completely look different. I know. I get it. Even I'm surprised. Yeah, but who cares? All right. So we have questions, guys. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, thanks. New look. What's up, Frank? Yes, that's a new look. Who are you? What did you do to Frank? Yeah, I like your new look. Appreciate it. Thanks. You still look good. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Well, let's talk about evocation. All right, evocation. And as an extension of evocation work, we can also talk about out of body travels. Yeah. So first of all, why do you want to learn evocation? Why is that even important? Evocation allows you to contact any spirit. Okay. Meditation allows you to contact any spirit. And when I say spirit, anything has a spirit to it. Okay. Um, there's a spirit form to obviously people, animals, but also groups. They have spirits around them. All right. So evocation allows you to interact with a higher reality, and that higher reality is what influences the activity of the mundane reality. So evocation gives you the power to interact and communicate and influence to an extent the underlying reality that then brings about the mundane reality. You see, so it's super powerful. It's influence that is unmatched. Influence over what? Pretty much anything that you want, and influence that cannot be traced back to you. You see? So, very powerful. Yeah. 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 It's going to take a while to get used to this. All right, I get it. So, learning evocation is one of the most important things that you need to do as a magician, okay? It's it's the prerequisite for so many different things, for real ascension work. Okay? You can cast spells here and there, but for real powerful changes and changes that are at a larger scale, you need to be able to evoke. All right. And for evocation, you need to be able to control your state of consciousness. You need to be able to control what you're resonating with. You need to be able to control what your thoughts and mind are in touch with and what they communicate with. You see? And that's really what we should talk about today. But you can also ask other questions. I'm going to tie it back with I'm going to tie it back to what I just talked about. But let's see. Hello, I wasn't expecting a guest speaker today. Yeah. This is the first time ever since I was like 16 years old where I completely shaved my face, I think. One of the first times. I rarely don't have facial hair. You know? Looking good. Thanks. Who are you? Your voice sounds familiar. Yeah. The real Frank is being held hostage by this imposter. Yeah. New look. Yeah. Yeah. Tell you, I look 10 years younger, man. Easy. Look 10 years younger. Yeah. Good. So today's topic that we're talking about is changing your state of consciousness, learning how to meditate, learning how to control your mind in essence, in order to be able to change our frequency and uh, to get better at evocations, spirit contact. Let's call it that, spirit contact. So, any questions that you have about that, you're welcome to ask those. Just put them in the chat. Yeah, just put them in the chat. I invented evocation. Really? Okay. I like the law of assumption. Like the law of assumption. Mhm. Please elaborate on that. Sorry, what's the law of assumption? What you become, you attract. Is that what you're saying? That is very true. How how do we get over the initial fear of contacting certain spirits? That's a very important question. Fear is always connected to the body mind complex. What always helped me with overcoming fear is being able to perceive myself as beyond this body mind complex. So there's a part of you that exists independent of your body and mind. And that is a point that you have to contact and have to stay in touch with. That is your eternal self. By the way, what helps you or what allows you to stay in touch with that throughout your life? That's meditation. Once again, meditation brings you back to this awareness where you are more than just your thoughts, your body, and your emotions. And this when you live from that point, when you live from that point of awareness, you become very, very powerful. Why? Because you can influence your own mind from that point. And everything in your life is the result of your mind to an extent. Your energy, what you resonate with. I just talked about that a couple minutes ago. So when you're able to um, elevate your state of consciousness through meditation, you become aware of a point of an awareness and a beingness that is outside of your body and mind. And that releases a lot of fears. That releases a lot of fears. And then it is doable. Then it becomes doable because what is afraid is not the eternal self that you are. What is afraid is the animal that you inhabit. The body is an animal for the most part, and that is afraid. The true self or the real self that you are is not afraid. It can't be afraid because it can't be destroyed. Remember, energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It is eternal, it's unchanging. It just transfers into different forms, but it's never going to be destroyed. And when you're in touch with that beingness that cannot be destroyed, which once again meditation helps you to attain that, there is no fear. All right. Please talk more about how the will plays a role in evoking a spirit. Okay, good question. Please talk more about how the will plays a role in evoking a spirit. Evocation means that you condense the spirit into this world. Okay. um, so condensing the spirit into the physical world requires a condensation of energy. What you focus on, what you put your attention on, is what is being energized. So, in order to condense the spirit, and by the way, condensation just means that you condense energy in a small space. So you're taking the energy that is in the environment, and through your concentration, you're focusing it on, let's say, a manifestation triangle, right? And you keep your concentration on that. You keep your focus on that, and then it condenses down. So in order to bring the spirit into the triangle of manifestation, you need to focus quite a bit. You need to concentrate a lot, and that requires willpower. So that's why it's hard to evoke a spirit. That's why it's hard because you need to. And I'm talking about physical evocation. I'm not talking about astral evocation because astral evocation is a piece of cake. All you got to do is go into a meditative state and you just call the name of the spirit until the environment around you shifts or the energy around you shifts. That's a piece of cake. That's really easy, astral evocation. But I'm talking about physical evocation. At that point, you require a lot of concentration, a lot of willpower to condense the energy so that it becomes part of the physical. Okay. But also only temporarily. I've never I've never been able to do something like that permanently. Not yet. Who knows what comes in the future? I'm working on a couple of things actually, but we'll see. All right. How do you use gates and portals to create stronger manifestations of spirits in evocation? Very good question. Very good question. Here's what's up, my friend. A gate or a symbol is a vibrational frequency. Does it make sense? So if I had, actually can demonstrate it for you. Okay, this is a piece of paper, and I got some salt here. All right, this is salt. It's just now the pattern of the salt is pretty random, right? It's pretty random. It's just all over the piece of paper. I hope you can see that here. Probably not, right? But I just sprinkled some salt on the piece of paper. So when I expose the salt to a certain frequency, the salt begins to rearrange. Does that make sense? It begins to rearrange in a way where it's a formation that reflects the frequency that I exposed it to. You can do the same with water. Okay, when I expose water to a certain frequency, it creates waves, right? And depending on how fast and how slow, which is nothing but another word for a frequency, you know, depending on how fast or how slow I expose it to the shock waves, the pattern that's going to be formed by the waves in the water is going to be different, right? So we can see a combination, or rather a connection between frequency and geometrical patterns. Okay, so patterns, geometry, symbols, they are an expression of frequency. They're the flip side of it. Okay, they're the other side of a frequency. So when we talk about evoking a spirit or bringing a spirit here, it's about creating a certain energetic environment that that helps with the condensation of the spirit, or makes the condensation of the spirit possible in the first place, and attracts certain things. Everything has a frequency. Everything has a frequency, right? That frequency can be expressed in multiple different ways. So every spirit vibrates at a certain level, and therefore it can be expressed in terms of a symbol. The frequency of the spirit can be expressed in terms of a symbol. So when you create, or when you use, like you said, gateways, when you use how did you say that? Gates and portals. They're vibrational frequencies. They're vibrational patterns that allow for an easier manifestation of the spirit. Sometimes the portal or the gateway itself is enough. All right, try it out. Try that out. Why don't you just, take a grimoire and draw a symbol, a specific gateway on the ground somewhere, and see what happens. All right, you're creating a vibrational gateway. Now, of course, you're going to have to open that and shit like that, but the symbol itself is a vibrational gateway that in the astral, it's like a neon light that attracts a spirit to that place. And that's how you use that thing. Okay. Now, that's why grimoires are not without value. And that's why also in my order, for instance, I teach people to use sigils of spirits, not necessarily every sigil is equal, right? Because remember, we're working with a reality matrix, a multidimensional reality matrix. So when you use a sigil that is based on Kabbalistic numerology, it's going to be a much more powerful sigil than a random sigil that you create yourself. Why? Because it is in alignment with the vibrational fields around us. So Kabbalah, for instance, would, based on the Kabbalah, you would create a sigil for a spirit based on a layman, right? They're way more powerful than just artistic or random sigils, because these artistic and random sigils, they are out of the mind and the pen of a specific individual. And for them, it might have worked perfectly. But in order to objectify the sigil, make it objectively and usable for everybody, um, for that, a sigil based on, let's say, the layman of the Kabbalah would be much better. Okay, there are other systems that you could use as well to create sigils, but